this one in particular is about the Batman 2, which is targeting a March 2026 shoot. This is Dark Horizons' Garth Franklin. The other day, longtime industry film production newsletter Production Weekly put out its latest issue with the long-awaited Batman Part 2 finally showing up. The issue indicates shooting on the project is now targeted at a May 2026 start in London following several production delays. The listing is mostly a standby one using the synopsis for the first film. It does credit Matt Reeves and Mattson Tomlin as the film's writers and lists producers, production manager, director of photography, etc. And very pointedly, there is no mention of the film's director. Interesting. Back in April came reports that filming on the project had been delayed until early 2026, one of the big reasons why Robert Pattinson has time to shoot Dune Messiah in the back half of this year. Those same reports indicated that Reeves, who has been dealing with a serious personal matter for some time now, might step away from directing the sequel as Warner's wants to keep the project moving forward. Does this new listing mean he has stepped away, or is it just an oversight on their part? Appearing on the hot mic to address the situation tonight, Scooper Jeff Schneider says it's still not clear if Reeves has exited the project at this time. Whatever the case, the Batman Part 2 is presently slated for an October 1st, 2027 release. Coy, you hear that, man? And where does your mind go as far as the Batman Part 2?
I have only heard the grapevine confidence of like Matt Reeves is still there. Like I feel like, there was a slight mention of like, is this omission anecdotal? And that's what it feels like. I feel like it's just going to happen when it happens. I don't think there is the Batman 2 in this universe in this way without Matt Reeves. I think that we've had some incredible world building type of debut films, but there's something so special about the Batman that it really allowed us to have something like the Penguin. So I don't know. This is not one of those examples where, me working at DC Studio Showcase has any sort of insight. I don't know, but I don't imagine they would have of the Batman 2.
I told you guys I've been really focusing on health. I've been trying to make sure that I'm eating the right stuff. And Factor has made that very simple for me. You got to make it your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor, because eating well has never been this easy. You just heat up, you enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and they're ready to eat. They're perfect for any active lifestyle. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It is easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. I have been loving what Factor has been providing to me. Like I told you, I have my live show. I go to the gym. I come back. I have something great. They have protein meals. They have a lot of different things. It just goes right to the style that you're looking for. Because if you want to get healthy stuff on the go, feeling good, you get Factor. And you can get started at factormeals.com/Christian50off and use that code Christian50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Christian50off at factormeals.com/Christian50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Without the Matt Reeves too.
Absolutely. I at least he's like co-writer still, but like I don't think you have a movie if he's gone. That's like genuinely trying to separate Nolan from his trilogy, and not even that I only bring that up not necessarily because it's Batman, but just like him having control of it the whole way through is more what I'm thinking of any trilogy like that, or like trying to separate Jackson from the Lord of the Rings series. It wouldn't have made any sense to do that because he had a particular vision, and so I obviously want Matt to be able to deal with whatever he's dealing with. And if he feels like he can come back and do it, cool. But I don't think picking a new director would make sense personally. But that would really suck. It would really suck if we got a one-off and that was it, man. Because there was definitely a lot of room.
Was on top of it.
Right. The Penguin slaps. The Penguin was very, very good.
And that's a great example of like someone working in that tone, the showrunner of that. Like a lot of people give Matt Reeves all of his flowers for, the world building, but then the Penguin lived in that world so well. And the showrunner and the directors, they all did an incredible job. Like Matt Reeves didn't direct the Penguin. Like it had directors and a showrunner that took that tone. So to me, that's also an important note of like Matt Reeves doing the Batman movies, like the Batman 1, the Batman 2, hopefully the Batman 3, and then these abilities to tell stories in between. That's awesome. But I don't feel like the Batman 2 should go Reeves-less, and I don't feel like it will. But again, I don't know.
That's again, I don't necessarily think that it will either, but it's just a minute fear that's like kind of kicking in the back of my mind is that his writing will be there, but that if something this serious is going on, that he may not be there. And that to me genuinely does worry me.
I agree, and I get that, but I think like I love Lauren LaFranc. That was I was trying to remember her last name, LaFranc. I didn't want to say it wrong. LaFranc, Lauren LaFranc, who show ran The Penguin. She loves these characters and loves this world and all those things. And she's the only person I can think of to like take on the mantle. But even that feels like I would rather see The Penguin 2 or her do another show between them. But that's the only thing I can think of as like, you know, she did such a good job in Matt Reeves' world. But I still feel like, I don't know. I think if that was going to happen, we wouldn't have had these delays. I think the delays are to honor Matt Reeves getting through whatever it is and letting this happen when it should.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think that's probably where we're headed right now. So, but let us know what you think, man. Do you trust this idea of it's going to start shooting in March? Reeves will be back, and we're going to get the Batman 2 on time, part 2 on time, or do you think that this is spelling more trouble? Please let us know. Oh, I forgot that Dark Horizons loves to do that crap.